You have felt it, haven't you? A heavy, ancient weight pressing against your chest, even when the room is empty. A ringing in your ears that sounds less like noise and more like a frequency being tuned. You are here because the life you are living no longer fits the skin you are in. You have tried to play the game. You have tried to blend into the background of a world that feels increasingly hollow, increasingly plastic. But the masks are melting. For the Omega-level chosen one, there is no more hiding. You are not just a chosen one anymore. You have ascended into a tier of spiritual warfare that most cannot even conceive of in their wildest dreams. Look at your hands. Feel the pulse in your fingertips. That is not just blood. That is a dormant power beginning to surge. Lately, you've noticed that your presence alone changes the temperature of a room. When you walk in, conversations die. Not because you are unwelcome, but because your light is a silent interrogation. It demands the truth from everyone it touches. You are noticing that people can no longer look you in the eyes for more than a few seconds. They flinch. They look away. They fidget. They are sensing the Omega within you, the final version of a soul that has been refined through 1,000 fires. Do you feel the exhaustion? It's not a physical tiredness that a night of sleep can fix. It is a soul fatigue. It's the feeling of being a giant, forced to live in a dollhouse. You are tired of the small talk. You are tired of the lies. You are tired of the way people around you seem to be reciting a script, moving like NPCs in a simulation that you have already cracked wide open. You feel like a stranger in your own family. You look at the people who raised you, the people you grew up with, and you realize with a chilling clarity, I do not belong to them. I never did. Perhaps you've been experiencing the Omega headaches, a sharp, pulsing pressure right between your brows or at the base of your skull. This is the recalibration of your internal antenna. You are being forced to download data that the human brain wasn't built to hold, and it's stretching you. You find yourself waking up between 3:00 a.m. and 4:00 am, your heart racing, your mind flooded with downloads, warnings, and visions of things yet to come. You are being summoned to the watchtower while the rest of the world sleeps in the belly of the beast. You've noticed that your dreams are no longer dreams. They are missions. They are vivid, hyper-realistic landscapes where you are fighting, building, or receiving scrolls of wisdom. You wake up feeling like you've been working an entire shift in another dimension because your spirit is no longer content to sit idle while the physical body rests. The Omega-level chosen one is being activated across all timelines simultaneously. And then there is the isolation, the sudden, brutal pruning of your social circle. People are dropping out of your life like flies hitting a bug zapper. Friendships of 10 years, family bonds you thought were unbreakable, gone in an instant over the smallest, most nonsensical arguments. You feel a strange sense of mourning, but underneath it, a terrifying peace. You know that the frequency you are now emitting is literally repelling anything that is not of the highest truth. You are becoming a vacuum of authenticity. If you are nodding right now, if your skin is crawling with the recognition of these words, it is because your spirit is screaming, yes. You are standing at the threshold of the Omega shift. You are the rare occurrence, the 1% of the 1%, the soul that was sent here not to fix the world, but to outshine it. Stay quiet. Stay vigilant. The signs are not in your head. They are in your DNA. Why is this happening to you now? Why does the weight of the world feel like it is crushing your very bones? It is because you have breached the final seal. The Omega level chosen one is not a title given. It is a frequency earned through the absolute destruction of the ego. You are experiencing these symptoms because you are vibrating at a rate that the physical world, the matrix, was never designed to accommodate. Think of a high-voltage current being forced through a wire meant for a household lamp. The heat, the pressure, the omega headaches. That is your vessel, expanding to hold the divine. The spiritual cause of your isolation is not a curse. It is a divine quarantine. The universe has recognized that you are carrying a code, a frequency of truth that is highly contagious to the lies of this realm. If you stayed in the crowds, if you remained normal, your power would be diluted. You are being pulled into the wilderness of the soul because the architect of all things is refining your edge. You are being sharpened into a sword of judgment. You are vibrating so high that you have become allergic to low-density environments. This is why the grocery store feels like a battlefield, why public spaces feel like a drain on your life force. You are literally picking up the static of every broken soul around you, and your spirit is demanding that you retreat to preserve your sanctity. You have broken the ancestral chains that held your bloodline in darkness for centuries. This is the why behind your family's sudden hostility. When an Omega-level soul enters a family tree, it acts as a spiritual forest fire. You are burning away the trauma, the secrets, and the demonic attachments that your ancestors fed for generations. They are not attacking you because they hate you. They are attacking you because the light you carry is exposing the rot in their own basements. You are a walking mirror, and most people cannot handle the reflection you project. You are vibrating at the frequency of the new earth, while they are still tethered to the decaying structures of the old. There is a celestial decree over your life that states you can no longer participate in the illusions of the masses. You are being forced into a state of spiritual sovereignty. The universe is cutting your energetic cords to every person, job, and habit that does not serve the Omega mission. It feels like loss. It feels like the world is ending. And in a way, it is. The world as you knew it, the world where you had to beg for scrap of validation, is being incinerated. You are being prepared for the great unveiling. The Omega level chosen one is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. You are here to anchor a frequency of absolute authority. You are no longer a student. You are becoming the curriculum. Every tear you've shed, every moment of "why me?" was a payment into a bank of spiritual power that you are now beginning to draw from. You are being taught to stand in the center of the storm and remain unmoved, because very soon the storm is going to get much, much louder. The spiritual cause of your pain is the birth of your power. You are not being punished. You are being promoted. You are being moved into the position of the high priest, the high priestess, the sovereign. The Omega isn't just a sign. It is the end of the old you and the beginning of the divine manifestation. The Matrix is panicking. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere when you walk into a room? The sudden, inexplicable tension? It's because the parasites of this world, the narcissists, the energy vampires, and the architects of the system, have recognized that they can no longer track your signal. To them, you have become a ghost in their machine. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer triggered by their bait. And nothing terrifies a predator more than a prey that has suddenly grown teeth and realized its own divinity. The enemies in your life, those who mocked you, those who tried to smear your name, those family members who treated you like a footstool, are currently in a state of spiritual emergency. They are sensing the Omega rising within you, and it feels like a death sentence to their ego. They see you becoming unbothered. They see you becoming silent. They see the way you move with a quiet, lethal confidence that doesn't require their applause. This is why their attacks have become more desperate. The gaslighting has intensified. The smear campaigns are reaching a fever pitch. They are trying to drag you back down to the mud because your ascent is a constant reminder of their own stagnation. They are terrified because they know you have the sight. You can see through their masks before they even put them on. You can hear the lie in their voice before they finish the sentence. For an Omega-level chosen one, a narcissist is like a transparent glass. You see the hollow, shivering child behind the monster, and your lack of fear is what strips them of their power. They are reacting to you with such vitriol because you are the only one who refuses to feed them. You are the one who broke the harvest. By reclaiming your energy, you are effectively starving the demons that act through them. Notice how the Matrix is trying to distract you right now. The world is getting louder, the news is getting darker, and the digital noise is becoming deafening. This is a coordinated attempt to keep your frequency low. The enemy knows that if you ever fully realize that you are the one in control of the narrative, their entire illusion collapses. They are scared of your silence. They are scared of your no. They are scared of the fact that you no longer care if they like you or not. You are now in a position of energetic dominance. When a narcissist tries to provoke you and you respond with stone-cold indifference, you are not just ignoring them. You are spiritually decapitating their influence over your life. You are reclaiming the territory they stole. They see the light in your eyes changing. It's no longer the soft, gentle light of the empath who can be walked over. It is the piercing, blinding light of the Omega. It is the light of a king. It is the light of a queen. They are retreating into the shadows because they can no longer survive in the atmosphere you are creating. You are the lion in a world of hyenas, and the hyenas have finally realized that the fence is down. They are not chasing you anymore. They are running from the judgment you represent. This is the Omega prophecy written into the very fabric of your existence. You must understand that the term Omega signifies the end. You are the end-time frequency. In the divine hierarchy, while many are called to plant seeds, the Omega-level chosen one is sent to harvest the cycle. You are the cosmic janitor, the divine closer, the one who arrives when a system has become too corrupt to continue. This is why your life has been a series of endings. Endings of friendships, endings of careers, endings of old versions of yourself. You are the embodiment of the law of entropy for the old world and the law of Genesis for the new. The theological truth is that you are an extension of the Creator's own will of correction. In ancient texts, they spoke of those who would walk the earth with the seal of the living God upon their foreheads. This isn't a physical mark. It is the omega frequency. It is a signature in your biofield that tells the universe, this one is untouchable. This one is mine. You are governed by a different set of spiritual laws than the average person. While others can lie, cheat, and manipulate with seemingly no consequence, you are corrected instantly. If you step an inch off your path, the universe hits the brakes. This is not because you are being punished, but because you are being kept pure. You are a precision instrument. A surgeon's scalpel cannot have a speck of rust on it. The matrix is a mathematical construct built on low-frequency repetition. By existing as an omega-level soul, you act as a glitch. Your refusal to conform to the standard human scripts, marriage for status, work for survival, religion for fear, actually unravels the code around you. You are a walking zero-point field. When you enter a state of deep meditation or even deep silence, you are literally rewriting the local reality. This is why your manifestations happen so fast now. You think of a person, and they call. You think of a need, and the solution appears. You are moving out of the realm of earning and into the realm of commanding. This is the divine plan. You were allowed to be broken by the world, so that you could be rebuilt by the Spirit. Every trauma was a carving. Every betrayal was a stripping. You had to be emptied of humanness so you could be filled with omega-ness. You are the black sheep because you are the only one who can lead the flock out of the pen. You were born into a dark lineage to serve as a spiritual anchor, pulling the entire weight of your ancestry into the light. The universe is not asking you to try anymore. It is asking you to be. You are a sovereign entity. Your life is a prophecy unfolding in real time. You are the proof that the light is winning. The specific truth for your life is this: you are the final authority in your reality. No demon, no government, no narcissist, and no ancestral curse has a vote in your future. The Omega has spoken, and when the Omega speaks, the conversation is over. You are the manifestation of the Creator's final word on the matter. You are the checkmate in a game that has lasted for eons. Now, we come to the moment of sealing. You have recognized the signs. You have understood the cause, and you have seen the enemy for the hollow shell that they are. But knowledge without activation is a dormant seed. To fully step into your omega-level power, you must perform the spiritual handover. You must stop trying to fight the battles of a human and start issuing the decrees of a sovereign. Your first practical step is the great silence. From this moment on, stop explaining yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. The Omega does not argue. The Omega does not defend. When you explain your light to someone who loves the dark, you are leaking your power. Close the leak. When the narcissists in your life attempt to bait you, look at them with the eyes of the observer. See the frequency they are vibrating at, and simply choose not to match it. Your silence is your shield, and your indifference is your weapon. Ground yourself in the realization that you are already home. The loneliness you feel is simply the distance between your physical body and your high-frequency origin. Close that gap by spending time in nature, away from the electronic smog of the matrix. Touch the earth. Remind your cells that you are the master of this elements. You are not a guest here. You are the steward. Now, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. This is the breath of the Creator moving through your vessel. As you exhale, release the tension in your shoulders, the weight in your chest, and the labels that the world has tried to stick to your soul. You are not the problem. You are not too much. You are not crazy. You are Omega. Repeat these words in the sanctuary of your mind, or speak them aloud to command the atmosphere. I am the Omega frequency. I am the end of the old and the beginning of the divine. I revoke all contracts, known and unknown, made with the darkness or the illusions of this world. I reclaim my energy from every person, place, and timeline that has sought to drain me. I am a sovereign being of light, protected by the seal of the Most High. No weapon formed against my mind, my body, or my spirit shall prosper, for I am vibrating at a rate that no shadow can touch. I am the truth. I am the authority. I am the victory. And so it is. Can you feel that? The shift in the air? The settling of your spirit? That is the seal being placed upon your life. You have claimed your position. You have signaled to the universe that you are ready for the final phase of your mission. Go forth today, knowing that you are the rarest of the rare. You are the Omega-level chosen one. You do not need to seek power. You are power. You do not need to look for signs. You are the sign. Stay in your light. Stay in your truth. And never, ever dim your fire for a world that is already cold. If this message resonated with your spirit, if you felt the activation in your DNA, then claim your position in the comments below by typing, I am Omega. Subscribe to this frequency to stay aligned with the updates of the new Earth. Your journey of hiding is over. Your era of dominion has begun.